What was your they messed with the wrong person moment? Life wasn't glamorous, but it was mine. I worked nights at a bar, came home around 2 in the morning, took my dog for a quick walk, and spent my daylight hours watching true crime and reheating leftovers. My place was small, tucked into an aging apartment complex outside the city center. It wasn't fancy, but it was quiet, predictable. Then he moved in. He looked like the kind of guy who'd lived alone too long. Mid-40s, pale, eyes that didn't blink enough. He barely spoke, but he was always watching. At first, it was little things. His trash bag sat outside his door for days, stinking up the hallway. He parked in my space, even after I left notes and the leasing office supposedly spoke with him. I'd catch him standing at his window when I took my dog out, just staring. No wave or nod, just those eyes. Then it got worse. One night I came home and the smell hit me before I even reached my door. My doormat was soaked with something dark and sour, like rotting meat mixed with gasoline. I gagged, dragged it into a trash bag, and scrubbed my doorstep until the smell mostly faded. Another night my dog woke me up growling low and deep, the kind of growl I'd never heard from him before. I looked through the peephole and saw him, standing motionless, inches from my door. He was not knocking, not moving, just breathing. I could see the rise and fall of his chest. The next morning, I called the leasing office and they told me they'd make a note. A note. I called the non-emergency police line and got a tired voice telling me that there wasn't much they could do unless he tried to get in. He's just being odd, they said. So I bought a doorbell cam. I watched the footage every morning like a ritual. I only got 3 nights out of it. On the 4th, it was gone. Ripped clean off. The night everything broke, I came home from work a little earlier than usual. My dog didn't run to the door like he always did. I found him in the corner of the living room, shaking, bleeding from a gash on his leg. There were muddy footprints on my rug and scratches around the back window, like someone had pried it open with something metal. Nothing was stolen, just my peace. The police came again. They took photos, asked a few questions, told me to find somewhere else to sleep for a couple nights. That was it. I stopped waiting for someone to save me. I changed the locks, installed hidden cameras that even I had trouble finding afterward. I borrowed a motion sensor sprinkler system from a friend and rigged it in the hallway, tied to a tripwire near my door. I didn't sleep. I waited. 2 nights later, I heard the soft creak of a footstep outside my door. I checked the feed. He was back, wearing gloves and carrying something I couldn't quite see. He crouched low and started working on the lock. The tripwire snapped. Water blasted him in the face and he fell flat, slipping on the soaked tile. He tried to scramble up, but I opened the door with my phone pointed straight at him. "Smile," I said. "You're going viral." The video went everywhere. I sent it to the building management, the cops, the news. It turned out he had a long history of stalking tenants in other buildings. No one had done anything before. He was arrested and charged. I got a restraining order and the city sent me a letter thanking me for bringing attention to tenant safety. My family told me I made it worse, that I should have just left, and that I brought it on myself by not being neighborly.